Whoa, all these magnificent people here showing up as always to the stream. Thanks a lot, everyone. I whipped up a 6-minute video, a 5-minute news video, and in 5 minutes, I filled in 10, 15 subjects of exactly what's going on. If you're as excited as I am for the news about UFOs, you're seeing the suppression in the media, you're seeing everything that's going on. Sorry, I'm a little late, eh? Um, Sorry about that. Actually, the time was just going by so fast and even get a chance to really realize what the hell was going on. Mr. KM is in the house. Hello, fellow explorers and fellow curious people, because I hope you guys are curious. I hope you guys see that if we were looking at the death clock, for those of you that know about the death clock, I can safely say that I would say we're 3 seconds from striking midnight. There's that death clock that every year or whenever there's an event or some horrible events that happen in the world, we see that death clock advancing towards the end of the world. On a better note, Mix Mayhem, how's it going? Friday, there on a better note, just that is something exceptional. Changes our ideas about the bad stuff going on. But it's getting badder and badder, worse and worse. Donald Trump's mugshot. And again, guys, much respect to you all. Some of you that are my close friends, all of you here, will say, "Well, Bruce, I'm not going to tell him that I don't like Trump or that I do or not. Afraid of that I'll judge you." And no, listen, I respect everyone's opinions. And I'm a Canadian. It's none of my business. I'm just wishing the best for America. But whether you like the guy or not, if you are a truth seeker, you're looking for real truth. And what's happening is that truth is being suppressed by a person that is liked and hated. But that's besides the point. The point is always the truth part. And they go and make things political every time. So when there's a problem with something, they make it political. They politicize absolutely everything. And monkey see, monkey do. You see how I'm saying this? It's not that Bruce is so smart to have thought of this. No, I'm repeating what some smart truth seekers and researchers are starting to talk about. And even before they did, we can all see that they were politicizing everything. Anyways, enough of politics. Elias, thanks. Yes, sir, man. Thanks for being here. Hey, that sounds great. That's the best, my friend. Thank you very much. Just for a quick heads up, and no problemo. Mix Mayhem in the house. We have JT. Greetings, Bruce. 15, 20 minutes into the stream, I'll jump on the short 5-6 minute videos. I'm going to keep it short because things get boring. Making a stream and seeing someone stare at an image and put circles and squares up and red lines and dots and shade in areas and stuff. I don't think it's needed to be able to see a surface. Not everybody understands, interprets the surface of the moon very well, actually, because there's a whole bunch of different theories. And honestly, nobody knows exactly what is on the moon. I have some people telling me that the moon's plasma. I don't laugh at it. I disagree with it, but we all have different opinions. But, plasma, seeing structures floating on plasma in the same area all of my life, you say, well, how the hell is plasma surface holding up a structure? I don't think so. Comment ça va, mon ami Janine? Salut à toi. Merci beaucoup, Janine Edsi. Darrow333, not late, delayed. Thank you. Like a flight. Delayed like a flight, we'll say. Jules of Southern Oregon. I'm not used to the sounds and of the new computer and the microphone and audio. Things are different. I don't have my photo editor yet. Things will come pretty quickly. I'm lucky to have the computer there, yet to be paid, but it doesn't matter. You guys keep coming back to this free channel. And listen, please take the time to subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. And those of you that are subscribed to hear me say it ever so often, well, get used to it. I'm going to start saying it more often. The subscribers are always locked, and I don't want anybody to be insulted and say, well, wait a minute, I just subscribed to you today for the first time, or hey, 2 days ago, I subscribed to you for the first time. Thank you. They'll go up, but they'll also go back down. We've been at 97,400 in February, March, and now we're at 97.6. But in reality, we're not over the 6. we're like at 602, 603, and it stays there and hovers. And then at one point, I go back down to 0.5. I keep mentioning it so that, people that tease the channels do not get subs. Well, there are also some people that like teasing the trolls and subscribing. But of course, if you're not interested in a person's research, or you're not a person that subscribes to channels, but you still love watching my channel, welcome. Like I said, it's not an obligation. You all know I could put the streams for only subscribers. I should do it more often. I do it sometimes to thank the subscribers, but in reality, I want everyone to have access to the channel. It's not about, that's how it is. We have suppressive tools to be able to control the community. Some are a must and some are just to taunt people. It seems at times, I just wish everything was opened up and free online for, like, whether it be me or, anyone popular, that wants to come on and do a live stream and talk. There should be the same amount of people that are sent that way. And the people that are going to those streams should just, if they don't like it, leave a comment and disagree, say this sucks. And that way we'd get a real heads up when you go to a channel and you see that there's only 1,000 comments and like 900 of them are telling the guy off. Well, okay, this is a bullshit channel. But there's nothing real in the Matrix, right? We have a physical world, but it's built on an illusional system, and everybody goes with it. Not everyone, like not us that are awake, but a lot of people just go with the system, right? Tiffany, Lee, and Brian Lee, thank you very much. What's up? Good morning. Well, there's a lot up. There's the, I'm going to be talking about a whole bunch of things. Upcoming asteroid missions. There's today, if I'm not mistaken, there's a launch of 4 astronauts going to the ISS space station. There's a survey that was done for colonizing Mars. Apparently 22 people is the minimum amount of people you would need to send there to start colonizing Mars. And don't forget, we're talking about 28-year missions, because they're going to have to stay there. And it takes there's a window. We often hear about a launch window. What does it mean? Well, the launch window for, Russia, who crashed on the moon, if they did, and, Japan's mission, I'll be talking about that coming up too. Long story short, when they go to these planets in the solar system, the planets have to be close by. We don't really have to travel the whole distance to the planets. If every planet is moving around, we wait till the planets come closer, perigee, apogee, like the moon that's close right now. But I didn't get a good view of it the other night, but I think that's because it was too close to the channel. Time goes by so slowly. It's funny, Elias? It goes by so slowly for things that we're anxious for, and things that we fear seem to arrive and hi again, GT. Things arrive and hit us in the face ever so quickly. The things that we don't want to happen right away seem to happen. It's like everything's the opposite. So honestly, buy a lottery ticket and pray that, oh my God, I hope that there's no chance of me receiving any money at home, because I'm going to be nervous. I won't know what to do with it. And just so happens, maybe the next day it is going to come in, because I think that that's how the whole matrix is working. I think imagine if reality and everything is just based on everyone's thought process. Everything that's being exerted from our brains in reality is all reaching through Wi-Fi, another large brain who is grabbing all of our ideals to attack us. That's what I believe the system's doing. Honestly, the elites are listening into everything, watching everything we're doing, looking at inventions. Oh yeah. How many times have inventors had their patents stolen? Do you think, well, everything rings a bell. Nikola Tesla, right? With Thomas Edison stealing patents, US government stealing and taking patents, but that's how it is. It's a big competition, talking about the space race also, as Russia wants to team up with China. There's lots of things happening. We'll check later. Psychic Al, Jason, thank you so much for being here. Thanks for taken the time to be a member, everyone. I love you guys so much for that, for the incredible support. Channel gets attacked in many ways. One thing I am very upset about, I took a little video clip of it. A lot of you have seen it many times, probably sick of seeing it. I should have added it in my video that I'm going to show. every time I do a live stream, like all the ads are okay on the streams. I'm the one that supposedly puts them up myself. But last year, YouTube, even unmonetized channels started putting ads up on channels, right? And they have dibs on how many you see and whatnot. You won't even know it. You're not monetized. You're sitting there. You have a video with no videos on it, and all of a sudden, there's a whole bunch of long videos that are going to be presented. I take them off because a lot of you don't know, but at the beginning, back in the days, the olden days, AdSense, there were two different types of monetized channels. I put it so that they had access to putting the ads on. I was thinking because there won't be too many ads. I put the ads down to 70%. I did everything they said, to attract more people. Then all of a sudden, ads start appearing all over, just not the videos, but the live streams. And I'm not talking about if you see 2 or 3 ads on my videos. 10-minute video, I put one ad. That one ad usually has 2 or 3 of them of 10, 15 seconds. And I know, like, for whatever reason, sometimes there's this 5-minute video that appears and you're like, what the hell is that? There's a skip button, guys. Don't wait on ads just to give me money. Ads are there for people that want to buy, right? We have to be very careful what we're saying about the ads. But check this out. The last stream, every time I do a stream, I'm locked out from that stream for 24 hours. And during that 24 hours, some asshole goes and places 300 ads on the stream, all at the beginning of the stream. I took a video of it. It's really upsetting because I send them feedback to the YouTube team. Why are there so many ads like this? I want to have dibs on putting my own ads on. I want to put one ad up on a freaking. Listen, we're talking about a 2-hour stream, guys. I put 2 blocks of ads. Should be 3 after an hour, crepes, and 45 minutes, an hour and 45 minutes into it, there could be another short 1, 2, or 3 ads. That's it. I'm not going to hide it. On a 10-minute video, I put 1 block in. But they added on the French channel too, all those ads, and it destroys the chance of people coming to the channel to watch. So it destroys my revenue through the ads and stuff like that. So like I said, you guys coming here, watching the channel, it helps a lot more than you all think. I really mean that. Doomsday clock. Yep. The death clock, also known as the death clock. The doomsday clock. I have faith. Timelines will change. KM, 100%, my friend. I do too. I know good stuff is going to come out of this. And of course, before the good comes out, well, the bad comes up first, right? Jules of Southern Oregon, thank you for being here. Thanks for checking out the music channel, for commenting all over, you guys. Really appreciate that. Coming back on tonight at the evening stream, and we talk more amongst ourselves and totally open for everything. Random Ralph, thanks so much, man. Mods and chat, happy Friday to you too. Thank you very much for being here. Jumping down, Bruce. I know he's always late. I'm not going to do it this time. I'm going to go down. Yes, it's one. See, I don't want to miss anyone. Mr. Kai, thank you very much. I think you will. Absolutely. Like, again, talking neutrally, whether I like him or not. Obviously, he is going to be reelected. It's, like 4 indictments, like 4, 5, 6 times arrested. It'll be the first president to have a dossier and mugshots that will become president. And honestly, it's going to ramp up his thing. Jason John Swartz, press the thumbs up. Thank you very much for being here. Guys, that's my brother. Love you, man. Thanks a lot. I hope you are doing well. I hope your family's doing well too, man. I have some plums for you. I'll be giving you in a couple of days. And also, guys, check out his channel. Various topics there. Also, you want to give your response on what you think about religion and the stuff he gives his Christian perspective. But especially what I love is the keto and the dieting that he talks about. He knows a lot about. Mondays, that's where I am. And that's where I'm going to be Monday coming, to sit down, take the time and talk with my brother and all the other people now that are coming from the community to talk about fasting. I'm down to 214 pounds. So I'm anxious to talk about that with you, man, on Monday. So you guys can check out his channel at the same time. Who else is here? We have Andy Hernandez. Thanks a lot. Hola, amigos. Saludos desde Argentina. Muchas gracias por venir a mi canal de investigación. Muchas gracias. Hola, amigo. Thanks a lot, Andy. Yeah. Very scary, Carlos Ramo. It is very scary. Carlos, bro, thanks for the comments too. you know, yellow eyes and aliens and 7-foot aliens and stuff. For me, we're just hearing stuff, right? It doesn't mean because I heard that in the news. All right, okay, cool. My next video is going to be to confirm to my community there are 7-foot aliens. We don't know what we're seeing. As a matter of fact, they just recently found giant orangutans, or sorry, monkeys in Congo. Okay, the jungle, and they're 6-7 feet tall, freaky as hell. Stand up like humans. They scratch their guts and they walk around like with their beer bellies. And so for me, hearing about a 7-foot alien, well, it's something that's alien to me. I've always kept that on this channel, that it's alien to us, and something that's alien to us doesn't mean it's extraterrestrial. But as much as I believe extraterrestrials exist, whether we want to or not believe it, the news is admitting that they are. And now it will come down to whether we believe those people. We need proof, right? We need proof with our own eyes. Once, aliens and extraterrestrials start landing at Costco's and whatnot. LA in the house. Good timing. Lunch break for me. Thank you so much. And less than 5 minutes, maximum 5 minutes, I'll jump into the short news. Lots of news in the short period of time, in other words. Right on, Jason. Drive safely, man. Love you, bro. Hauser is in the house. Good evening. Thanks, man. I appreciate you being here. Good to see you too, man. Hope you're feeling well, my friend. I am Kai. We got Grip a Ripper. I feel like romper room again. Good evening, day, night, wherever you happen to be. Space, Earth, other dimensions. We have a more greater variety now of expanding consciousness is what the only thing I can call it. An expanding consciousness, like a tumor that's growing. Love it. We're learning, we're evolving. Imagine the internet. It hasn't even been 50 years, guys. The internet's been out and that everyone's been researching and stuff. Imagine how smart people are going to be if ever we don't die. Sorry for being so literal. So realistic, right? Hello, Chad. Hi, Bruce and Jason. Kurt, thank you very much. And thanks those of you who do check out my brother's channel. Love you for it. Like Jason, when he presents my channel on his channel, doesn't mean people have to come and subscribe. I mean, it's the same for him. But if you do like the videos or join in the videos, encourage a YouTube creator by subscribing to him. Andy Gaddis, nice to see you. Thanks for always coming back. Thanks since the time you've been here, by the way, and commenting. I appreciate it. Hello from the very beautiful state of Tennessee, same state as our representative, amazing hero leader, Congress leader Tim Burchett from Tennessee. Am I wrong on that? I hope to heck that I'm not wrong about that. I could be wrong, but seems to me that's what I saw. Learned the states from my American friends. Hiram Facundo, thank you very much. Hello, Bruce from Puerto Rico. First time. I love you for it. Thank you. Thank you very much. And I was a little late to reply, but I do appreciate that, man. Hola, amigo. And again, I'm not assuming you speak Spanish. I just love the language. I'm trying to learn it. A lot of you guys from Puerto Rico also, there's a lot of people there actually that have come by here, and I really appreciate that. Since the crap happened and the U.S. did what they did to Puerto Rico at one point, a lot of people were lost, right, with the hurricane and everything. Incredible things that are going on, and then pummeled again, you guys. Thanks again for being here. Appreciate that, Annie. Marius Voister. Hi, Bruce. Mario. Thank you, Mario. Appreciate that. Greeting from Johannesburg. Hey, South Africa. Thank you very much. Wow. I have actually 2 people that have come by from Johannesburg now. Thank you very much, you guys. Sending love up there. And energy. Hope you guys are not have no wildfires. Hope you guys aren't flooding or any flash flooding or earthquakes. The world is so crazy, especially along the equator in the southern part of our planet. Things are going to be getting crazy. The sun's been very quiet. The sun's been down and not too active since I've been down, and now I'm back. And I'm like, well, where are the sunspots? Where are the incredible sunspots? There are some, but there's something going to happen. There's going to be, and when I say happen, I'm not talking about devastation necessarily. I'm talking about change. You know, that sun is going to maybe finally stain. Don't forget, we've been witnessing for several years an incredible change. And we have a whole bunch of reasons that we know could be possible. The CERN, HARP, we have the Earth changing on its axis. We have the sun tilting, literally shifting where the southern pole is ramping itself around. Earth shifting also. And the Earth shifts once every 780,000 years. So they say, so we could be a little concerned about that. Oh, yeah, they could be off 185,000 years, but hey, because that's what we do. We depend on ratings and surveys. And yeah, survey says bull crap. Good day, Bruce and all. I made it to a live show. Too cool. From Oz. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Right on. I am Kai. Thanks for the thumbs up, everybody. And the 113 people watching, stick around. Don't sign off right away. I'm going to ship to the videos very soon. I have to take time to say hi to everyone. I still haven't even gotten halfway down the list. It's easier to go with the flow rather than swim upstream. You said it. You said it. Go against the current. It's always a lot easier letting yourself drown or be dragged by the current. And that's basically what everyone's doing. The zombie apocalypse, it's not what people thought, that zombies are going to come out of the graves. It's living beings, humans, us, that are sleeping, living, walking, dead zombies, where we're sitting there, got Bill Gates on the stage telling us literally what they're going to do. And you got people laughing and clapping in the audience. It's like, what the hell is going on, guys? People are literally saying stuff in the news directly. It's like, hi, we are taking your lives away. And like, oh, awesome. You hear the news today? Yeah, it's going to be cloudy. And people are just literally looking through, like they're not hearing proper things. Why is that? Is it the people that have the cell phones that are indoctrinated on it? I got nothing against people with cell phones, but I have a neighbor on the other side, the corner down the street here, that I don't think has ever seen her child. I think, and I'm not kidding. I'm not talking about a girl outside for an hour, which anybody can sit down on the phone. I'm talking about driving, cutting the grass, and stopping with the lawnmower running for 8 minutes. Okay. Holding the machine while it's running. Okay. And texting while cutting the grass. I mean, I think it's pretty funny. What do I mean by funny? Nothing wrong with someone loving a cell phone. Somebody loves bottles to drink. Somebody loves cars. They drive. They spend gas. I'm not, but it's taking you away. It's a diversion from seeing what's going on the news. You got too many things to check out on your phone, offers popping up, problems in your own life, and often people don't take the time to go and see what's going on. It's too bad. Pat is here in the house. Thank you so much for coming in. Thanks, everyone that believes in UFOs, that believes in truth. Quite simply, no matter who is in the news talking about the UFOs, like News Nation or Ross Coulthart has exclusivity on the whistleblowers coming up, which there are more, by the way. Let's get into the news right now. Thanks a lot for everyone for coming in. And 300 people watching. Okay. Thank you very much. So we're going to keep this interesting. I suggest if you want to listen to the UFO news, and now that 300 are watching, in 6 minutes, you're going to see UFOs on the surface of the moon in my research. I'd love to show you all. So let's do it. Let's just share the video, share screen. Oh, no. Okay. Well, I can't believe this is going to happen. I hope I'm not sharing the screen yet. It's a new computer, unfortunately. I'm trying to save. It's all going to be okay, I'm sure. And not be able to record the contents screen until you quit. Quit and reopen. I'm going to quit and reopen. And if you guys just stay there, let's see what happens. I hope this works. Hope this works. Hope this works. Stick around, guys. We're having a little bit of problems. Oh, there's 500 people watching. So that's really cool. Finally, a normal amount of people. I'm going to try to share the screen again. This is a new computer, everyone. And it could be that I have to go off the live stream, and I'm not going to do so. I'm going to stay here and continue talking about the news quite simply. But fingers crossed, I'm sharing the screen once more. It would make my day perfect if this actually worked. My gosh. Proud of myself. I did it. Okay. All right. Okay, we did it. So let's get right into it. Hopefully you can hear me and that you'll be able to see this as we'll go full screen. Those just arriving. This is 5 minutes of the most recent UFO news. What's going on exactly? We're going to look at that together. We're going to look at an important piece of my research at the end, and then we'll come back. Please take the time to subscribe to the channel. My channel is being suppressed. I'm trying to share the truth about the moon. It's something that's very dangerous to talk about. It's a very, very hush hush topic and situation, but I'm not nervous, even if there were 10 million watching. I've been doing this for years now, and the more people that'll be here, the better. So, right, let's stop talking and let's get into it. Is the video playing? Yes, it is. Japan's Moon Sniper mission looks to match Indian success. Hot on the heels of India's historic lunar landing, Japan's space program is hoping to rebound from a string of setbacks next week with the launch, guys, get this, called Moon Sniper. Also in the news, India's lunar rover goes down a ramp to the moon's surface and takes a walk. This image was provided by the Indian Space Research Organization, shows the surface of the moon, right? A lunar rover slid down a ramp from the lander of India's spacecraft within hours of its historic touchdown. We have also NASA and SpaceX to send the next crew, ISS, that would be today, guys. NASA and SpaceX preparing to launch a crew of 4 today, dubbed Crew 7. Check this out. Indian rover apparently begins exploring moon's south pole. The live feed of Indian research organization shows the Chandrayaan spacecraft seconds before it landed. No, it's not a fake image, they say. India began exploring the moon's surface with a rover on Thursday, a day after it became the first nation to land a craft near the largely unexplored lunar south pole. Next image, please. Check this out. We're going to zoom in on this image. This is supposedly a real image. Thank you, Gary. This is no, I'm alone. This is, you got lights in the background. You got a toy Tonka sort of top of a rocket sort of thing there, lander. But anyways, that you be the judge. Mysterious Neptune dark spots detected using ESO's Very Large Telescope. Astronomers have observed, this is recent, a large dark spot in Neptune's atmosphere with an unexpected smaller bright spot adjacent to it. This is the first time a dark spot on the planet has ever been observed with a telescope on Earth. Occasional features in the blue background of Neptune's atmosphere are a mystery to astronomers. New results provide further clues as to their nature and origin. Guess what? Evidence of carbonic acid found in interstellar space. Just a heads up, it's a sign of life. Long wait nearly over for the Psyche asteroid probe's Space Coast launch. Just off a tree-covered side road, by the way, past businesses selling boats and fishing gear, sits a fenced-off building that's home to a $700 million satellite nearly ready for launch. Its mission to study the metal-rich asteroid Psyche, which scientists suspect could mirror the inner core of Earth and other planets in the solar system. This is to start in October. For those that are curious, they're launching off. Into the UFO news before we get together and talk about this. Defense UFO reporting hotline is MIA. Witnesses say they're getting frustrated and feel forced to turn to Capitol Hill or outside groups to tell their stories. There's no phone number, there's no email address, not even a website. More than a year since the Pentagon launched an office to investigate UFO sightings, there is still no hotline for pilots and others to report mysterious objects directly to the investigators. And they're also suppressing, you know who, David Grush. Have you ever heard of him? Insulting Pentagon's UFO boss torches claims of alien cover up. The recently established All Domain Anomaly Resolution Office has found no evidence, they say, to support those allegations, Sean Kirkpatrick wrote. Director of All Domain Anomaly. Yeah, right. The head of the Pentagon office responsible for investigating UFOs is firing back at a whistleblower, David Grush, who accused the U.S. of covering up a long-standing government program to recover extraterrestrials from unidentified craft. The recently established All Domain Anomaly Resolution Office has found no evidence to support those allegations. Again, Sean Kirkpatrick wrote in a Thursday memo. My friend from Tennessee, Tim Burchett, Americans should know what the government knows about UFOs. A bipartisan push to release government records about extraterrestrial affairs has slowly built on Capitol Hill. And doggone it, Tim Burchett is on it. Representative Tim Burchett from Republican Tennessee says he is 100% sure that the federal government is covering up documents about UFOs, and he's not alone among members of Congress in trying to push for more information about what could be out there. We've requested documents. We've gone to interview pilots and been stonewalled by our Pentagon. It's ridiculous. It's been out since the 1940s, by the way. U.S. conducted multi-decade secret UFO program, ex-intelligence official says. Whistleblower David Grush claims non-human beings found as issue of alien life receives highest profile, by the way, on July 26, 2023, airing before U.S. Congress. He is the focus. But all this is a diversion from now. I hope there's still a couple of hundred watching. This is on the surface of the moon with a 14-inch telescope. Not going to bullshit you. Check it out. These are light phenomena, UAPs moving around. Watch what happens in the center in the bigger circle. They're under the haze on the surface. They're lifting up and they're leaving areas, going to different areas. And all of this is occurring at such high rates of speed under hazes in the middle of the afternoon, by the way, because this wasn't at night. Yes, that's how they hide. They're using natural source of Mother Nature to be able to hide what they're doing. They're choosing the right times to be able to, do what they're doing on the moon. Nobody knows who they are, but we are filming them. So people ask me if I see a flag. I don't see a flag, but I do see UFOs both coming and leaving. Here's one arriving now. We just showed you some leaving. We're finishing up here. We'll be able to talk amongst ourselves. Watch this UFO and look at the lights in the background. Converted. One move over, a second one. There's a lot of activity. They're moving as fast as faster than anything that is human tech here on Earth. That I confirm to you. And not just me. They got David Grush and a whole lot of other people that are actually confirming that also. So for me, remains something extremely important that people know exactly what's going on when it comes to knowing the truth about the UFOs. I'm not a big guy, that does a lot of, has any degree or has any, in science. I don't work for the government. I don't have a UFO credited degree or papers, but I'm just being honest with what I'm getting. I have a very lucky way of seeing phenomena, both in my house, having encounters. Like, guys, my life changed. It used to be spirits and ghosts. My dad died. The belief that, what I was seeing was actually my father for me helped me. I do believe I saw him partly, but not just him. I saw a whole bunch of other things in my life. And it brings me to want to share what I'm able to see on the moon. For whatever the reason, I'm lucky enough to be able to get that. As for the subscribers, the people that don't want to subscribe, that's not a problem. The trolls can regulate the subscriber count, but they'll never be able to hide everybody, from coming to the channel. That's for sure, and I thank each and every one of you for taking the time to come to the channel, to check out the research. No bullshit, straight up attack here on what's going on in the moon. My life is definitely in danger. I mean, all our lives are in danger with the way they're enslaving us. But honestly, the more that my research will get out to bigger channels, bigger people. I went the other route. I went to radio interviews, and I went, I got reached by MUFON, GARPAN, real governmental ufology associations reached me. Thank God. for that. And my work is being known, but it's not something that if somebody shows something with a UFO that you're going to get trophies and they're going to be plastered online or in the news. It's a very hush hush thing, and I'm okay with that. But as long as some people are at least coming back to the channel, to check out things. Bind moggling, yes, Trevor Williams, it absolutely is. Thank you, Darla. Hello, Darla. That is the time, guys. Bob Down is here. I'm going to scroll all the way down now and not leave you all hanging like I always do. But of course, I'm going to miss the ones that were over top. 3:42 a.m. Thick, contrived cloud cover. It's been bad here since lockdown finished. There is incredible building and environmental destruction, mass third world migration, flooding. It's getting bad. It really is getting bad. And I hope all of you where you are right now are in a safe area. Do listen to the news and try to get informed about what truth seekers are saying and whistleblowers are saying. And I'm talking, maybe not everybody likes listening to Alex Jones. I love it because I like truth coming out. I don't like everyone he interviews. Not everybody likes, he screams or he does this, or I don't like his idea. Just go look at the websites to get the truth. They're showing documents. Never mind your opinions on how it's presented, even, honestly, never mind even the professionalism. Just try to get your hands on some proof, to protect your families, to protect your friends, your pets, and everything. You can't become phobic about all this, and you can't start, using soap and antibacterial, cream and putting them in your trees. Like, relax. There's always something in the air and knew that your body's going to catch. You got an immune system to be able to fix all of that, because apparently God took care of it. So, I mean, I don't know why people are really worried about anything else when you think of it, honestly. First sip of coffee. Don't want to swallow too close to the Yeti. It's going to hear the tunnel going down like a funnel. I don't even know if the Yeti's working. I hope so. Well, be honest with you, a lot of you might be surprised. This is the first time in 8 years that I was ever able to have 700 people here watching, be honest with you. And it's greatly appreciated. And again, it doesn't come down to the subscribing. It comes down to take a look at some real UFO videos of my research and call me out if you think I'm not real or you think I'm real. Let me know in the comment section. Don't forget your thumbs up, of course, is always greatly appreciated. Thank you very much for appreciating the research, guys and gals. If it wouldn't be for you all, I wouldn't be here, and especially for waiting for me when I was 3 weeks down because of the stupid computer crash. That, things like that happen. Thanks, Darla. 970 likes. Well, that's greatly appreciated. Wow. 978's even better. I appreciate that very much. What is true will prosper. Well said, Ramos TV. Thank you very much for that. It did go up quickly, Mr. C, but it's the connection. It could be the new computer. Maybe. Whoa. I allowed Google to share my screen, and the people came in right away. Remember, with the old computer, I had problems for 3 to 6 months. I couldn't share the screen because Google kept stopping me from. Anyways, all right. Space stuff. Thank you very much, Rich Williams from Astor, Florida. Hopefully everybody's doing well. I'm doing very well because you guys are all here, and I really appreciate that. It's raining outside a little bit right now. It was pouring rain. I think it slowed down. It was pouring rain this morning. The current attack strategy is all chaos all the time. Yeah, draining. It's to drain people, and at one point elderlies die off. Then, that sounds so morbid. Sorry for saying it that way, but that's how it is. You can imagine the mental health of people that have mental health problems. Imagine the problem of the elderly people that are worried about their future, have always been saving up their money, little peanuts or whatever we all have, and then no, it's the same one that I had about I think 2 months ago. I got it, but yes, it is a new hat because my other Bruce Sees All hat was too big. Now it goes all the way down to here on me. It's like I I lost too much weight. I could say that 10 times in a row. I love repeating that. Not something I ever thought I would say. I was 20 years old, 21 years old when I got in this shirt. And it's actually now it's even starting to get loose. I'm so excited. I lost a lot of weight, and thanks for your all your encouragement. The biggest secret is on the moon. David Grush, they're bringing up charges, not charges. They're bringing up claims, about his PTSD. They're trying to find out if this guy's an alcoholic. They're coming up with all these bullshit claims on trying to discredit them. Pentagon has to get their head out of their asses. Now there's no turning back. They're going to get their funding cut off by Congress. There's no way in hell that they're going to get for the fiscal year more money than what they were asking. Do you know that they're asking into the billions of dollars? And they're not telling us where that money is going. They're not telling the American people where that money is going. Meanwhile, $3 trillion disappears from the Federal Reserve and nobody remembers. Remember that? Back in the day, there's never much talk about it. When you think of it, it's like it cuts off, then people change their ideas. Andromeda Native, thank you so much. I love you, Andromeda. Thanks, Andromeda, for the support here over the years and believing in me, in the research, for coming, contributing your time and effort. All of you, seriously, imagine if you weren't commenting, if you all were not coming to see the channel, I would be very, very disappointed. The only thing I'm worried about is the loss of my hair. I that old. Yeah, well, good news. It used to be back in the days that they used to, I'll say like Jim Brewer, the comedian, the way he said it, stapling ant legs to your head, rows of ant legs. People used to tap out through a row and a half. It's changed now, apparently, what they're doing. But hey, you feel bad about the hair loss, go get implants. Women get implants, guys can too. We get implants on our heads. I'm not telling you to go get 2 boobs on your head. I'm telling you to go implant some hair on that head of yours. The whole world should be watching your channel. Hey, thanks, TTs. I honestly really appreciate that. Some of you are here. Hello, world. Honestly, mods, Darla, Andromeda, what the hell's going on? It's the first time. I don't never able to break through the veil and reach people. I just recently was taken down July 27th. Please go look at the video I posted on July 27th, which is only a couple of videos back, showing exactly what's going on the moon. I mean, it's the biggest secret. And honestly, everything that they're talking about at the July hearing, and there's going to be more hearings, by the way. There's lots more hearings are going to have to come out. Expect NASA to come out with a hearing, also a briefing. Even if we think that they're not going to say much, well, hang on. We have Bill Nelson, the administrator, who said, by the way, China is trying to take over the moon, and they are. Russia and China have gotten together, actually, to take over the moon. Could you imagine that? Russia and China going to combine forces together to go to the South Pole. South Pole, yes. Yeah, literally South Pole. South Pole on the moon, which unfortunately we're probably not going to have too much access in being able to see it. Those of you that are new to the channel, I have a 14-inch Celestron telescope, very good telescope, a big telescope. We see some very clear views. My got attacked, the computer burnt, got fried. I'm back, and I'm going to be rebuying all my programs. So by you all being here, liking the videos, subscribing, or encouraging me to continue, letting me know that you like the videos will really help. And thanks a lot. 800 watching now. That's super cool. 988 is even better. And that's, it's about time, because thanks, Elias. People should be coming to the channel. I mean, everyone's curious about the moon. We got the millions, if not billions of people looking at Stephen Greer. Linda Moulton Howe did her run over the years, Jeremy Corbell. No matter what you think of those people, they're filmographers also, and they get dibs on being able to, share everything, which is absolutely very, very surprising. And those just joining the stream, if you scroll back to the first part of the stream, I showed a 6-minute video showing an update in the UFO news and what's going on in space. And I also showed a very important secretive part of what I was able to capture with my telescope on the moon. Like, those of you that are following the channel know that I got harassed. My own family got attacked, and I don't even need that to attract people to try to come to the channel. I don't need to make up fake claims and stuff like that. It was an unpleasant run at sometimes, but it's the goal is to bring out all the truth, to bring out the truth in people, which is, incredibly appreciated. And as I said at the beginning of the stream, my streams get attacked. Tonight you'll see 180 ads on the stream. Don't worry. Every single morning I go to the content live section and I take them all off. I'm finished. I want people to see the research, and don't want abuse of the system either. Darla, that is greatly appreciated. Thank you very much. I love you for it. Thank you so much. Now I see 1,000 watching. Thanks to everyone. If you're just joining, I have a 14-inch telescope. We have an amazing community. It's a real community. Leave your opinions in the comments. I will reply back to you if you have any informational questions about my telescope, about how I'm able to get that when people cannot. Some people think it's fake. Some people don't. Take the time yourself to look and use your common sense. Last Australian, thanks to you, and shalom to all. Thank you very much. As a special hug for Darla. Get prepared. New locks, yes. Prepared in October. So they're going to try that. I think they started in Atlanta. I saw that in the States. And 1,100 watching now. Be careful. You're starting to scare me, everyone. Absolutely Average says, evening, Bruce, mods, and chat. Hope all are well. Absolutely well. I'm excited and I'm waiting for the new UFO hearings. Nobody knows that the lights outside of Earth are coming from what we consider dimensions. They are quasi projecting themselves, guys. It's teleportation. So they're not actually traveling through space. They're actually going from point to point. It's inevitable that they're going to be talking about that. You know that people in Congress, for Pete's sakes, were actually talking about angels. They were saying that some people even think that it's angelic, it's spiritual beings that are around us. I think Earth collectively is going through an incredible awakening, beautiful awakening. People that come here, both anti-religious or extremely religious or spiritual, or just, have Indian blood, and you go by, God being the mountains, the sun, and the energy in the universe. And everyone's welcome. All opinions are always welcome here. We have a pretty, guarantee you, a pretty open-minded group of people that always come here. Jules of Southern Oregon, thank you so much for being here. You guys have no idea how much, as a creator, I honestly really appreciate having you come to help the channel. It's so beneficial for me, honestly, because the algorithm is that evil on YouTube, where you have to have a lot of comments. If there's not a lot of viewing or whatnot, you don't get a lot of people coming to see the channels. I mean, I keep it interesting. Not everybody has a big telescope like that, 14-inch. A lot of people do that aren't posting stuff on the moon, and not everybody is as lucky as me, because there's luck in that too, for me to have witnessed all those UFOs. Infrared cameras also that I'm filming the sky, and there's a lot of activity here. Fast moving UFOs. Thanks again, Jules. Fast moving UFOs. What do you all think of that? The UFOs are actually moving faster than normal, that I'm actually witnessing in the sky. There definitely is something coming in. This is not going to go away. UFOs, you got Russia has to talk about it. Japan, Poland, all the countries in the world. Japan, have I mentioned Japan? That is doing the sniper mission. One point, people are going to have to start talking about the real people that are on the moon, because there's actually, like, for real, there's actually people that are based on the moon. Or somebody says, Bruce, it doesn't mean they're extraterrestrial. You're right. We don't know who they are. I can't confirm it. I just know someone's there, right? And then one day they were shooting for some moon, up through the ground came a bubbling grew. Oil, that is Texas tea. I think that is what they're doing. They're mining on the moon. The oil, minerals, helium-3. Do you guys know that helium-3 could heat the entire United States. Okay. All they have to do is bring back so many tons of it, okay, in a spaceship and use that and convert it to pure energy. There's no toxins in the biological waste when helium-3 is heated up. They say, why do we have nuclear reactors using plutonium and destroying the world? It's disgusting when you think of it. We don't have to do that. But hang on, it's maybe not as toxic as we think. The plutonium is, and enriching plutonium and whatnot to be able to have stronger warheads, which was banned, by the way, when Donald Trump was the president. By the way, he was banned, okay, for other countries, not going to name them, Saudi Arabia, no matter what country, they are enriching uranium. That's not a good thing, but people don't know that because people listen to the news and they trust the news, which I'm not mad at that. William, wow, brother. Thank you so much, William. Thank you very much, man, for appreciating it. William, for the first time in 8 years, we get more than 90 people watching the channel. It was for whatever the reason that I was being suppressed. Slowly, I'm coming back into the accounts, bettering them with this computer and the higher protection of security. Obviously, couldn't get any higher than that. If I had a higher protection of security, I'd have to buy a quantum computer and I'd have to go to the moon. Almost all solar systems are binary. Yes, apps. You're absolutely right about that. That's what they say. I was reading that just the other day. Ours is no different. The same thing, Kai, like the moons. Our moon is the only moon in the solar system, probably the universe, that is doing what it's doing and, staying on the same side. It's not something that happens to the other moons. They found this year, you guys know it, and at the end of 2022, they found many more moons for Saturn. They found many more moons for Jupiter. Then at one point, it used to be Saturn had the most moons. Then it went over that Jupiter had more moons than Saturn, and then now Saturn has even more moons than Jupiter. So did Galileo come back to life? He born the same day as me, by the way, February 15th. I think that's really, really cool. Nothing in common, like both intelligent and I'm dumb, but it doesn't matter. Imagine if Galileo could be reincarnated, coming back, not knowing as himself, like it's Bruce, like I'm going to stupidly fall upon something on the moon without me being good in math or anything. Because I assure you, I can confirm to you, I'm not good in math. You don't have to be. Space stuff, Richard, thank you so much, man. I hope you're getting back together from your computer disaster. Hey, thanks for I can't say every little bit, every lots from you all, guys. Thank you so much. It helps a lot. Definitely helps a lot. Every dollar showed, guys, and I can't thank you enough. Linda, how's it going? Love you guys so much. Nancy's here. Nice to see you again, Mr. C. Grip Ripper, vodka and takeaways. Yeah, I hear you. Nothing here to make a contribution. Need to fix that. William Shuttles, thank you so much, brother. Just appearing here, my friend, is such an incredible contribution. I love you guys so much for believing in my channel. Yes, thanks for sharing that. Give your opinions, guys, all of you. If you're new to the channel, you're more than welcome to leave your opinion. I don't choose on answering the comments based on whether you're subscribed, not, or contribute. It's everybody gets the same fair share here. Moon is definitely artificial. I believe it too. We know all about them saying that it rang like a bell. Also, we're familiar with that. They say, hey, the moon rang like a bell. So guys, what's going to happen? Luis Elizondo, the controversy about him, somebody's trying to take away his clearance. Did you see the blackvault.com, Greenwald, or Griswold? I'm thinking of, oh my God, Chevy Chase. All the truth they're bringing to the public, by the way. Thank you, USA, for the Freedom of Information Act. Regular citizens in the US can have certain videos that were classified, declassified, even some private channels on YouTube. People want to know the truth. A lot of you think, oh, there's going to be a fake alien invasion. They're not going to tell us any of the truth. We're in the future now, guys. That's done with. They're going to hide most of the secret projects, but there's certain projects that they can't hide anymore because, listen, could it possibly be the ones in charge of those projects, like whistleblower David Grush, are really fearful for their lives and actually are worried for their families? The fact that there are abductions from extraterrestrial beings, that's a scary thing. But on a positive note, a long time they've been coming here, possibly have never left. and are still here now. You know, there's talk about inner Earth. There's talk about UFOs being on the moon. There's talk about beings, civilians from Earth in a breakaway civilization that could have broken away and gone to the moon. 500 feet down, they find an AK-47 buried. Is it 500 years old or 500 feet down, 300 feet down, 500 years old, something like that? I believe, and I know for a fact, but again, not confirming it. I feel I know this. The ancient civilizations were more advanced than us. They had a very higher knowledge, understanding, and probably even technology and even tools when it came to building, when it came to mathematical equations. By the way, we're just basing everything that we build today on ancient mathematical equations and ancient technology. You know, they're back engineering UFOs. They're doing the same thing with the technology of what they find in the ground. They back engineer that. You got Russia that gets a downed US jet, that's a rare jet. They just sent it out, new tech. They're going to grab that jet in a matter of hours, every hour. They're going to come up with this new technology. They're going to back engineer it. That's all we do. Back engineer stuff. Did we really come up with any of our own ideas? Like, look at it. Nikola Tesla, one of my mentors. I love the guy. I studied light. Trying to do everything he's done, except for wow. He's a genius physicist and mathematical genius. But this guy studying light and everything, he didn't invent all those ideas. He's basing his ideals along the lines of Albert Einstein. They went back to Isaac Newton in 1666 when the apple fell from the tree, and he was already calculating, where, things about gravity, and they were coming up with all these equations to try to understand then the theory of relativity. Albert Einstein, which was a little bit off, they're saying, but we're still we're out in the dark, right? We're not pinpointing exactly what's going on with in physics and science, and we back engineer stuff. We have theoretical analysis. We have mathematical equations and mathematical theories that we take for granted often sometimes, but it's not always so. Just finding out the black holes. Oh, there's not so many black holes out there. Why are they studying black holes? It's really concerning me. Speaking of concerning things, CERN, who are smashing subatomic particles together at high rates of speed, approximately 680,000 times per second. It's all documented on a computer that is recording every collision, and they're coming up with they're creating out of a bang new elements that have never been seen or even existed in this universe, and they're opening up black holes. If that doesn't scare you, there's nothing that will ever scare you. It's the scariest thing in the world. South Pole on Earth has that weapon there with the sleeves in the ice. So many amps in that and in charge, and they're just rocking the world. It caused earthquakes in New Zealand. That was leaked due to the Freedom of Information Act on the blackvault.com very recently. 3-letter associations in the States. CIA killed the president, Kennedy, way back, right? So everybody knew back in the day, right? Like when you listen to those reports of people talking back in the day, first guy that talks about it mentions, CIA probably wanted to get rid of him. People are really smart. A lot of people often know exactly, what's going on. That's for sure. DMC Resins, what do ups think to the possibility that Mars rover is in fact still somewhere in Devon Island? I agree with you that it's a very highly likely, and that those theories are very plausible. Of course, 100%. Looks identical, but without the color filter, of course, because they add the dark view, because they said that there's a filter over the lens for the sun not to be destroying the lens, and bullshit, right? The color filter would explain all the things they found and ignored. I agree. VFX Magic, thanks for being here. And to all new people and subscribers, if ever, thank you very much for coming by the channel. I'm going to double check. Just for the fun of it, it would be odd if there were no subscribers, but often I don't think there are any. Out of the stream, we'll see. Usually I lose them. I'm just going to take a double check to see if it's something really normal is happening right now. I'm surprised that people were able to reach the channel. Maybe I was able to break through the grapevine, possibly. Okay. Oh my God. Okay. Well, okay. So we have some real people here watching. I'm blown away. We're approaching 98,000. I hope it stays there. Thank you very much. Channel 200. Wow. I like hearing the wows. I'll bring as much great videos to you all, no matter how many people are watching, even when the views get to 1 million people. I'm always here to answer the comments. I believe in truth. I believe in people knowing the truth, what's going to happen. The New World Order is something very real, Thanks a lot, you guys, for appreciating the research and everything. That glitch of the moon did it for me. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's something else as seeing what's on the moon, honestly. Really, honestly, it is something else. It's a scary reality when you look at it that way, for sure. They can't stop all of us. Ramos TV, right you are. Thanks a lot, guys, for connecting. But by 2027, it should be going. I am Kai. I'm right there with you, my brother. I'm thinking 26-ish, 27-ish, but you're right on the money, I think, with the 2027. Lots of crap is happening. Kai and I, like a lot of us here, we've been talking for the past 4 or 5 months, seeing everything get ridiculously deeper and really disturbingly dangerous. Thanks for subscribing. Also, those of you that take time to subscribe to the channel, the subscriber counts are blocked since February. We've been stuck at 97.4, even though it's not a must or a necessity. I do appreciate those of you helping me try to get through the veil. Zoe Small, you are doing such a great job. Thanks for the encouragement, everybody. Thank you so much. Thank you. This thing is wide open now. Absolutely. You can feel the truth trying to come out, but slowly. It is, right? It's sleeping. It's seeping through the gaps. That's what's happening. The truth is coming out with, David Grush. He wouldn't be doing that for nothing. He wouldn't risk losing his job, I'm pretty sure, right? David White, Evening Bruce, hi, Darla, and all. Thank you so much, man, for being here. Your son coming by once in a while, too, man, all the time. I appreciate you guys. Find the closest cave to go to. Prep time is a few years ago. If you would have heard the conversation with my mother just yesterday, where I know of a school in a certain town where that school has an underground secret world, just like the Goonies movie, guys, where the town I'm talking about, things are built on stilts and rivers are running underneath these places. You can go there with boats. There's running drinkable water. There's even a bit of vegetation that can be seen on the corners of these areas. When something happens, you go to a cave or you go to a tunnel in some school, break in and go into the school. I'm talking about if the world's ending. I'm not talking about tonight or anything. I don't want people to start breaking into schools, but timing the stream is great. Perfect. Here in the UK, Ireland, and I presume the US and Canadian and beyond. DMC residents, thanks for being here. Those of you that are new to the channel, welcome. Also, this is the only channel that discusses space, UFOs, atmospheric strangeness that I will watch. Thank you so much. I love hearing that, guys. I appreciate that. Really appreciate that. Tatum Vision says the universe is a labyrinth. Oh, yes, it is. Well, man, listen. Sorry, I always say man. This is well said. And I always said that, the universe is literally, to compare it, grab a bowl of noodles that are all intertwined over each other and then add some sauce in that and compress that. All those passages, loops and gaps and holes in there is where the other dimensions and where people are traveling to get through. Like the universe, when they say the big bang, not band, but a bang occurred, there's a certain force of that explosion, right? And the speed of that explosion and all the magnetic currents that were created when the Big Bang happened, even though some of us don't believe in the string theory, and apparently science is telling us now there wasn't necessarily a Big Bang. I can tell you that there was probably many thousands, hundreds of millions of Big Bangs. You have all these temperatures clashing with each other. Everything maybe started out cold, or maybe everything started out hot. This actually good theories on both sides, no matter how you want to look at it, right? When you think of it, good and bad, angels using grays, clones as slaves to do their dirty work. Annie Gaddis, now you're talking. It's stuff like that is scary. Not everybody wants to talk about. LGT3, merci, bonsoir à toi. Merci beaucoup d'être ici. Yeah, not everybody wants to talk about it. What are the laws of physics in space versus our atmosphere? Hey, Red and Kenki, now you're talking about it. Red and Kenki, I hope I pronounced that right. They're all different. The laws of physics outside of our realm and inside of Earth's geocorona. The geocorona states how far the atmosphere is and goes out into the atmosphere around Earth. Listen, it extends far beyond the moon. That means that there's atmosphere beyond the moon. Can you imagine that? Atmosphere beyond the moon, guys. If there's atmosphere beyond the moon, I'm sorry, you know, the moon would have vegetation. Why would the moon not have the exact air and gravity percentage as Earth? It's turning. The moon is turning, even though a lot of people say it's locked in position. It is locked in position as we both synchronously rotate simultaneously. That is something that I think it took me a day to learn, but took me a long time to understand. I still have a hard time understanding it, that the moon is simultaneously turning with us. So the laws of physics in space are completely different here. Look at it the way you want, just inside of Earth's atmosphere. The little bit I know about this, I know a little bit, and at different levels that the ocean is at, ocean levels, high and low, different temperatures, it plays on the speeds of gravity, light. The fastest we can go, the speed of light is based on an atmosphere of each planet. Speed of light around Jupiter, speed of light around Neptune, speed of light around Mercury can all be different. Everything is different. All the atmospheres are different. They don't understand them. Now, they just found an exoplanet that is in an area close to a star, which should absolutely be charred, have exploded and become a black hole. And it didn't. It defies every single thing. This is like 48 hours news. It defies everything that scientists know. Everything that scientists know is being proven wrong as we evolve and we change. Science books every 10, 15, 20, 30, 50 years, always changing. They change history books, for Pete's sakes. Why? Because there's always those lies that are integrated. So, and it's not necessarily the government is even lying about UFOs, is that they leave out certain things. We can't, LA. Thanks for asking. It's very kind of you to link your PayPal. As a Canadian, I'm not allowed giving out my PayPal. I'm not allowed receiving donations there. I do know the link, but if I was to start that, I might even get it closed down. Maybe it's happened that somebody has sent some before, but I don't want to shoot it out there. That's very sweet of you, LA, for having brought that up. But the guidelines as a Canadian, you're not allowed accepting donations with a PayPal. I use the PayPal strictly and solely to transfer money from the Patreon to the bank. I don't use it for anything else. I don't have like a purse or something that's there. Just the thought is incredibly awesome. There's the contributing here is okay. Don't forget, guys, in the 3 dots under the video, Christmas comes by. You want to leave 99 cents or $2 on a video. You could also do that. But don't forget, it's a free channel. And I just want you to stop by and subscribe to the channel if you enjoy the research. Basically 861 that are here. So right now, we just shared this. Let me go back real quickly and show that video that I just showed of the moon. Hold on here. What am I doing? There we go. Just 1 minute, guys. Don't worry. I'm not going to show the whole video. I promise. Entire screen. We're just going to share that for a moment. And for those that just arrived, If you want to see what it looks like, my research, this is a glimpse and a very small percentage of exactly, you know, what I'm finding on the moon. So if we look really quickly, go all the way to the end of this video here, we saw the news. Welcome everyone, and thanks for taking the time to look at my live stream, to listen in. There's something that every creator should really appreciate people that listen to somebody live streaming, because heartache sometimes listen to someone for 2 hours yick and yak about often things that are just repeated. I don't know if you've noticed, if you've been following me for a year, or especially the last few months, I've been really up to date in the new news and information about things that are coming out. But what I believe, now let's take a look at my research. This is what I believe is being suppressed from us all. Why isn't it playing? Oh, a little energy problem. That's okay. Maybe there's too many people watching the channel. So let's hang on here. Okay. Let's start here then. Hang tight, everybody. Let's do this again. I got a message saying there's too many people watching your stream. I'm going to pretend that didn't happen. I don't believe that. Now there's too many people watching the stream. I highly doubt that. So let's go over to here, right here where we are. Right. Let's go back. So, and it's working. Awesome. So if you're just joining the channel, this is my research with a 14-inch telescope. There are UFOs leaving the surface of the moon at high rates of speed. And this is, definitely there are diversions to hide it. Look in the center circle. What did you see? You're seeing lights leave from here in this center circle. Can you see my arrow? In the center here, you'll see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 UFOs light up, and this dark area will become bright or unbright, bright and unbright. You will see them leave from the center and go over to the other areas here. I mean, I have always new videos that I'm showing, but I always take a minute to show this. How can I not, when it's something so important that changes all of our lives? You have grandparents, or maybe even you go to church every Sunday. This should not destroy your religious beliefs at all. It should not change your religious beliefs in a negative way. It should impact you in a positive way. Share it with your family through your own words, right? In a religious way, or the way through the Bible, whatever you want to do. But religious or not, you have to appreciate and understand that all the people, like the priests, the monks, the sermons, the prophets, you name it, are not talking about this truth. So if you look here in the center, you will see them leaving here, and simultaneously, I looked at this a long time. It's going to take you a while. Simultaneously, they will change positions. And that is something crazy. Watch in the center here. They're coming back. More will appear. 1, 2, 3 right now. Whoop. This one took off and went there. That was fast. It's near impossible to see. So it's going to take off from here, and it's going to appear over here. I don't need more proof than that. I'm sure if you are awake and you have a bit of a brain, it's the biggest organ in the body, you're going to understand that what I'm showing is actually real. Watch the UFO leave and go over here. And at the same time, if you're fast enough to understand that, you'll be able to rewind it and back it up. You will see that from here, here, and here, they're also going all here. Look at them. They are parked on the surface. So look at it the way you want. They're all parked there. So let's see that one more time here. They'll be taken off from the center, coming around the mountain here. And when she comes, there it is, leaving. Boom. There it is, over to the right, over there, then over to the left. How fast could you move traveling through North America like that? Do you have any idea how fast they're traveling? Guys, this could be quite simply the moon people and their technique and their transportation. It could be just parents driving their kids to daycare. I'm not trying to scare people, right? In reality, they would have attacked Earth a hell of a long time ago. You must agree with me. They would have attacked Earth a hell of a long time ago, right? This isn't something from day one. that is occurring. That's for sure. What else here did I have? Maybe would have wanted to show it. No, I think it's enough. I don't want to overdo it, but I at least want to let you all know. Whoop. Thanks again, Darla, Jules Southern Oregon, and everyone for being here for the contributions, guys. Chantal, merci tellement, Chantal. T'es super gentil. Je t'aime fort. Merci vraiment beaucoup. Wow, guys. Thank you so much. Chantal Turcotte, a member on the French channel, comes over to the English channel to support me, like all of you do, to go out of your way. Merci vraiment, ben gros. Chantal, je t'aime fort. Très bien apprécié. Awesome. Awesome, all of you. Yep, we really are a commodity. I am Kai. You're right about that. And workforce, a food source and a drug source. Absolutely. We're in the fridge. We're in an open fridge where they're keeping sort of like, when they keep worms alive, the worms are like they're there for like a week, 3 weeks, a month. They're like, wow, what a cool way to live. I'm living free. And then they yank you out of the dirt. And I'm not, why am I sharing my screen? Sorry about that, guys. And then they yank you out of the dirt to grab you, and then they stick that right through your ear there, and then boom through the heart, and then boom through your balls, and they just throw you into a big fish. Big fish comes up, eats you, and that's it. Am I getting carried away? If you hit most people's heads, they would ring like a bell. Exactly. So instead of hitting people's heads, hit that like button and click the bell. That was a good one. Thanks for making me make that commercial. That was a good one. Wackos, smack. Imagine what you could see on the moon with an observatory. Would be absolutely crazy. I was going to say incredible. Well, the observatory will eventually come too, and it's going to be Bruce's style of observatory, punching a hole through a roof in the upstairs room and creating a seal with hundreds of silicone tubes to be able to keep the water out and get the moon. I've been having problems with the moon going up and down in the sky. Did you see what the bugger did yesterday and the day before yesterday? Stayed low the whole time and wandered through the friggin' tops of the houses. And I had the atmospheric disturbance from the Earth's atmosphere because it was too hot that day. Honestly. Thank you, Darla. You guys want to send me some UFO parts or reach me or sending anything you want as letters, hate letters, love letters. Darla Lama just posted the address. Thank you very much, Darla. That's the place. David says, hey, Bruce, did you hear the observatory scientists on Maui dumped their garbage on the Sacred Mountain for 20 years because they refused to pay charges? Yep. More top-notch scientists. It's true. It's disgusting what happened in Maui. I know the whole story. We're seeing the whole truth come out. Yes, the underworld, and I'm not talking about Australia, Inner Earth. We all know Admiral Byrd went there with over 5,000 military personnel. They went there with several planes. They went there with a carrier vessel. They went there with a whole bunch of ships and boats to go explore Antarctica. We hear from Admiral Byrd's son's opinion on his father's diary, where it talks about him wanting to bring the truth out. Apparently, Admiral Byrd came back, like the apparently kid. Apparently, Admiral Byrd came back to the U.S., shared everything he knew about it, and obviously was told to suppress that information. I can go as far as saying Admiral Byrd could have received even many threats after that happened. It's just inevitable when you think of it. I want to thank each and every one of you for taking the time to subscribe. Listen, I've been joked around before. It could be, just maybe just a big joke and they'll all disappear in a couple of minutes. But if not, hey, stick around. That's what I say. Stick around and help me grow this channel. I really appreciate it. Let me see. By curiosity, are people still coming by? Yeah, and I think that's cool. Thank you very much. And yep, the live is still working. I can't see how many people there. It just says 600 people watched. It says 600 people watched, and there's 800 watching now. I highly doubt just 600 people watched the stream. Notice that weird, guys? If there was up to 1,400 watching a moment ago, is the stream only going to get 1,400 views, you think? This is at one time that people are watching, by the way. So my address, if you want to send me some spaceship parts, elites are parasites. You're absolutely right about that. Red and Kenki, agreed. My recent seizures, I am Kai says, have taught me that just because you can take a hit, don't mean you should. Well said. Well said. Absolutely. For now, Darla. Absolutely. For now. And I puff of smoke and I wander off. Like Count Dracula. I love to count. The Vault FBI website put UFO in their search engine. There are 16 items you can research. Oh, yes, I researched them all. Yeah, it is a 3-letter agency. FBI website, Facebook's an FBI website, but the guy's bringing out truth. If he's FBI, it's not normal that FBI bring out truth, right? Wrong. There are good people in the FBI. There are bad people in the FBI. Oh, whoa, shit, guys, don't throw. Don't throw stuff at your screen. What the hell's that all about? I just saw you. Because people have, opinions that very, very sensitive when certain people say certain things. If we really must keep nuclear thorium reactors, exactly, are a cheaper, safer option. Exactly. Nuclear water. By the way, it happened, Thursday, they dumped Fukushima, contaminated waters that were around the reactor there for ages. They dumped it into the frickin' Pacific Ocean. Thursday. I can't confirm it, but I confirm that that's the date they were going to do it. On Thursday, I saw the news. So they're dumping all that water in the Pacific Ocean. All the oil rigs and everything they did, the contamination, it's horrible with what they're doing to the earth, isn't it? Thanks. Menu Saya. Hey, wow. When I see new channel names and stuff like that, it drives me in a good, crazy way. I mean, there's a lot of people that should see this channel that I'm not able to break through the veil, but I think with the new computer, very expensive. But if it costs that many thousands of dollars to be able to get rid of the trolls, I don't think we're talking trolls. We're talking serious governmental hackers here. Zoom like everyone type Bruce to the moon. Right on. Love you guys. Bring it, Alex. Galileo didn't discover water displacement. Crown and the Kings, both my ass. Crows have been doing it forever. Yeah, absolutely. Galileo found out that there were other moons and stuff, right? Obviously, he found out that there was living beings on the moon too. Galileo was home arrested. Okay. They arrested him at home and he had an ankle bracelet and everything. And okay, maybe no ankle bracelets, but maybe they existed back then. But Galileo was home arrested at home after having spoken and given his opinion about where he believes Earth and the sun are in the universe, about whether the sun is in the center of the universe or not. He's the one that claimed that the planets were revolving around and orbiting around the sun and, Earth and everything. And when that happened, well, the truth started coming out, look at it the way you want. Anika, so nice to see you. I'm so sorry for the gap, the 3 weeks. My computer crashed. There was an attack and it was really bad. And then I'm lucky to have been back, at least in the little bit of time I was back. I have so much research to share with you all. There's so much that they're suppressing. And, it's going to be an amazing show. When they shared me on the platform with the scientists guys in August 21 with MUFON, people were there. Garpan was able to get me my video in. So the Space Force saw it, the Pentagon and everything. That's when they really started suppressing my French channel and English channel. That's when things started going really bad. Anika, see you up and running. Happy to see you up and running. Thank you so much for always being here, you guys. I love you for it. Thanks for the encouragement. Thanks, those of you taking the time to subscribe. Bruce to the moon. Kevin, thanks, brother. Space stuff. Bruce to the moon. That's exactly where we're going. That's where I'm going, my friends. Thank you. This is sort of a special day for Bruce today. Thanks, guys. Long awaited, right? That the attention. I couldn't have made it without the community. Having the community here, to bring more people. A lot of you share my work, but nobody's coming because I'm shadow banned, like for real. Invisibility cloak is around me, but with this new computer, I might be able to break through the veil, which, by the way, I went back with the Chrome and the different search engines to try to break through the veil. And maybe it's working. Maybe it's helping. Kyle, how's it going? Right on, Kyle. Yeah, our friend Kai. No Cat, thank you very much. Patel Chapman. We have Klein Kentung. Thank you, guys. Wow, I love you guys. Thanks for the encouragement. I'm sure the trolls are saying that Bruce is typing. It's all his channels. And I assure you it's not. Thank you very much, Mr. Gabber Beast TV. Yeah, do try that. Potassium, 2-man, everything. The ETs may come, but it probably won't be fake. 30 Chickens. I love the name. That's an awesome name. That is what I always say. That's my theme logo. I believe that there is going to be a presence or invasion, if you say in a way it is. There's going to be a presence of aliens. They're here to stop the nuclear guys. I promise you. They're here to I confirm it. They're here to stop the nuclear. They're causing and they're scrambling frequencies between the satellites. It's in the news. The Pentagon's going to have problems with their satellites. The Space Force is going to have problems with their satellites. Anyone and everyone that's going to be sending up satellites up there, there's going to be problems. And we can expect to have and encounter a little gap probably in our own connections here over the days, like next days coming. Good evening, Bruce in chat. Coca-Cola, thank you so much for coming back. As always, my friends. Darkest Gooners here. Thanks for being members, guys and gals. Thanks so much, everyone. To the moon. Since the face on the moon, they've been lying to us. Cover up all day. Tatum Vision, you know it, my friend. Yeah, for sure. You'd have 1 million, Bruce, if they really allowed your exposure. I'd like to think that possibly, yes, there should be some people, and reasonably, some people, maybe close to 10,000 people, should be stopping by once in a while when I'm posting videos or streams, but they don't. But I'm not going to stop, and those just arriving, and that from what I see, if it's real, if there's really 300 people that just subscribe during the stream, I thank you very much. And it's giving the algorithm a help too also. And don't be shy. Go see the videos. You disagree with the videos, unsubscribe. That's all I can say. I'm just trying to be honest about everything. Thank you, brother. I'm Kai says, speaking of lenses, they've got one up there. Oh, yes, that can torch a city in about 5 seconds. Yeah, direct energy weapons is another very scary situation, Mr. Kai. You're right about that. It's very real. There are direct energy weapon satellites that can be used against humanity, are being used against humanity. Mark Simons, thank you very much. Wow, you guys. And that was at 209. Okay, I'm going to scroll down then. Thank you so much. Didn't know I was all the way down there. I'm sorry, guys. You know how I am. What's the 101 on particles of matter acting different when being observed? 101 on particles of matter acting different when being observed. Wow. Now you're tickling my stupid brain because I was so interested in physics when I started this research because I wanted to learn so many things. And wasn't it you that mentioned it? What's the difference with the laws of physics outside of our atmosphere? They're all completely different. The components are different. The right now the atmosphere of Earth is being fried. The magnetosphere is being fried, with microwaves, and they're sending a whole bunch of shit up into the stratosphere. Lots of precipitation in the stratosphere from the Tonga explosion, which, like Kai saw it when he sent me the video, was a hypersonic missile invasion attack. That was clear as day, confirm it. And then people will hear that and go, what did he just say? He's actually smiling and talking like it's really true what he just said. And it is. Yet we hear geologists, scientists, physicists, online scientists talking about the Tonga explosion that sent precipitation, too much precipitation up into the stratosphere. It's a load of malarkey, I tell you, is what's going on. Yes, Russell Brand just posted a new video. Oh shit, massive 7-foot alien attack in Peru now. And you mean just now? I know there's one recent one that just happened, so it could be that one of maybe a couple of weeks ago. But if not, you all go and see Russell Brand building his community very well, Richard? He's up to, if I'm not mistaken, 6.8, 6.9. He's approaching the 7 million subscriber mark. He has a lot of people watching his channel. I'm open-minded with, any and all channels, but the ones that are trying to bring out truth, at least, good for you, is what I say. Biden has a 200-acre estate in Ukraine with a huge city under it. I'm positive. Satanic church, bunkers, and untainted food, medical supplies that us pheasants are not allowed to see and use. Right? You are Andy Gaddis. Well, possibly. I don't have that proof, but I know for a fact that America does own Ukraine. It's, and all the labs that were there, there's many of them there, or was, if they're still there. Thanks again, Gabber. Everyone have an awesome weekend. I got to bounce back to work. You be very careful at work, brother, and take it easy. Don't overwork, because that's what you've been doing for the past your life, apparently. Take it down a notch, brother, and always remember, bend your legs, bend your legs. William, overworking himself. DMC Resins, Bruce said, do you think 182,260 through MPS is the limit? Take it to the limit one more time. I don't think there's any limit to anything. I don't even know what you're talking about. I'm not going to hide it. See, that's the cool thing about me. Bruce doesn't pretend he's smart. Bruce knows a lot of smart things because he actually studied them. But if you turn around and start wanting to have a physical conversation about me with physics, I'll be like, I don't know. Most of the time. I want to thank each and every one of you for having stopped by the channel, for having taken the time to listen to me stream. So now this is very odd. We've had so far it should indicate anywhere from 3 to 7, maybe 8,000 people that came by. We'll see what the numbers show up on the live stream after. We'll see if the subs stick around. And if so, thanks to all of you who took the time to subscribe to the channel. Maybe you're going to want to come back this evening in the stream. It is now 2:41 Eastern time here. And in 5 hours and 20 minutes, I'm going to be restreaming again at night, and we're going to talk amongst ourselves. Maybe I'll look into the news as I always do, see if there's anything else. And we'll talk amongst ourselves about some of the crap that's going on. And UFOs is the top conversation here. Daz, thank you very much, brother, for being here. If you swing around the singularity of a black hole, if possible, you would be going way faster than 186,262 miles per second, if that's possible. Now I know what you're talking about. I don't know if what you just said is possible, but honestly, it's something I've thought of myself that like Earth, like right now, you and I are traveling at about 1,000, 1,100 kilometers an hour, right, or miles or kilometers an hour, as we are turning around in Earth. If we are to fly upwards and to fly against the rotation of Earth, are we going to be flying faster? For me, without having, a smart physics brain, DMC, I love that. I would say yes as a guess. And don't forget, we know that jets have a change in the time. There's lost time with a jet when they're traveling at high Mach speeds. And that's, for me, is very interesting. Apparently, DMC, scientists, and I confirm what scientists said, they said that we can return to the past by turning around exactly the way you just said, I think, against the rotation on the outside circle of a black hole. But they said that we can only go back to the point where we started doing the rotation and not necessarily able to go back into time of thousands of years. Before I get off here, the very scary part is that the government and the ones talking right now are saying that it's teleportation, people coming back, humans, us from the future. It's like, let's say we're in the year 3059 right now, and we're in our minds living through the past. That would be scary, guys, because that would mean when you're dead, you just go through reliving your whole life and you just feel the whole life again. And you just never know whether you're alive or dead, always thinking you're alive, actually, basically. Hey, thank you. And thank you, guys. Free fire memes and everything. Love you guys so much. And my goodness, we're seeing real new channels here. I'm blown away that we're seeing some real new channels here. If tonight I get more than 100 people watching the stream, let's say 150, I'll believe that the channel's unblocked. But if not, doesn't matter. Thank you so much for the ones that were able to get through the veil and come see my channel today. Incredible live stream right now. I really appreciate this one. Chantal, merci encore. Thanks for the contributions, everyone. Wow, guys, thanks for the support. There are a lot of people here. This is amazing. Thanks, everyone. I love seeing the new faces. Thank you so much. God bless. Universe is expanding at the speed of light, absolutely. But yet our solar system is moving hundreds of thousands of miles per hour. Yes, exactly. I was just talking about that a couple of months ago. Universe is traveling at a speed where the sun is traveling around the Milky Way and will take many, many hundreds of thousands of years for it to get around once. And yet we are always going around the sun. So that means we're always moving around the sun. And long term, well, Earth, not us, but Earth will go through having gone around the entire Milky Way. And eventually Earth will collide because the Milky Way will sort of enter other constellations at one point, because that's how they say, you must have heard of, breakaway constellations, breakaway galaxies and stuff, where they're out of sync and they're actually pulled away into other areas of space, which is scary stuff. Galaxy, we are now going faster than the speed of light. That's a scary thing, and that would explain why now that we're seeing the difference with the moon not even having the time to see the moon go up in the bloody sky. The other day, the moon, I swear to God, I shouldn't be, but I am. The moon was too low for me to point the telescope and get it. I was getting only the top. I had to point my telescope downwards through the fence, facing southwest, which I never do, to get the moon that was between two trees. But you had the disturbance of the atmosphere from the heat rising above the surface. It was horrible. It was just absolutely horrible. See, that's normal now. I see a fluctuation of the numbers going up from 7 to 800 to 6 to 5 to 4. That's more of a normal thing, right? Been streaming an hour. Thank you, everybody, for coming by. I should have addressed you all a lot earlier. If you are all new to the channel, taking the time to subscribe, I promise I won't let you down. You won't be disappointed. I have a 14-inch telescope. I spend my days and nights solely for my community here and bringing some truth and what's going on. I add the UFO news because, how can we help finding out exactly what's going on with the UFO news, which is very exciting news. Also, by the way, those of you just also new to the channel, on April 12th, I weighed 300 pounds and I lost I'm approaching the 100-pound loss weight mark in a couple of days, weeks, who knows, probably weeks, to let you all know that. If you're wondering how come some of my videos maybe show me a lot heavier. Bruce don't like the fact that Phil Collins went to Jeff Epstein's island, but the song Driving the Last Spike, Genesis, yes. The intro guitar, maybe try playing that. Mellow intro, it's very peaceful. Yeah, I hear you. It's like that, Kyle. By the way, Phil Collins, when I was young, because I played piano before playing any instrument, was not a hero, but I love the music. Yeah, I get it. Look, Donald Trump was on a scene in Images with Jeffrey Epstein. As a matter of fact, so was Prince frickin' Charles. Because if you look at it the way you want, and Prince Andrew, the perv, look at it the way you want. Nobody knew about Epstein in the past except for the ones going to the island. But some important people were seen beside him. I know Bill Gates was also seen beside him, but still doesn't mean that these creeps were going there. But it could very well mean that they were. But I'm telling you, Phil Collins too. Yes, it's very alarming that if that list was to come out, probably a lot of people would stop. Kyle, I stopped. Oprah Winfrey, The View, all these morons, all these moronic people. Actors, actresses, song artists, and everything that have come out literally of the closet. And not just that, I've come out through the veil to admit into Satan worshiping and everything. It's something very real. They caught a teacher in the States yesterday that is a satanic worshiper who is in charge of the school board, who is telling people anyone that has a God that's telling their kids not to get V'd has a God that is a effing a-hole. Okay. And this is a principal or whatever guy in charge of your children in the schools. So a lot of that truth is coming out, though, over the days. We've seen a lot of, truth come out. Hey, thank you so much, everyone, for stopping by. I can't get over all the people here. It's beautiful. I appreciate that. Norma C's here. Hi, all. I forgot it was Friday and that Bruce does a live at 2:24. Might be a little late. Hello, Norma C. We have some people here. Oh, boy. Are any of you getting emails from a troll or Lisa Eckerly, a.k.a. Monica Jane, who is telling people that she's sent me an inheritance, or that I'm asking them people to send me objects. Ladies and gentlemen, if ever I email you and ask you to send me gifts, please unsubscribe from me and expose me. That's a little ridiculous, but there's nothing that the trolls will not try. Thanks for coming here to subscribe. This channel gets attacked all the time. We're always under the veil, behind the veil on this channel. And, I don't get a lot of new people here. I hope to interact with each and every one of you. That's exactly, and nothing else that we're going to do next stream is that I'm going to answer all your questions. Maybe that, come and let me know what country you're from. If you don't have to open up here. I respect anonymity here, both in contributions and both the people coming to the channel. If you come to the channel and you have an anonymous channel with a black icon, I am not going to block you, because a lot of people want to remain hidden. I get it. The trolls, anyways, they just post fake families anyways, so it doesn't really change anything. Hey, thanks a lot, you guys. 2.2 what? Likes? Really? That is really hard to believe. So thank you so much. Charlene Williams, thank you so much for being here. Yeah, I saw it go up to 1436, the people watching, which is always greatly appreciated. Hey, Ruth Kelly, thanks, you guys. Sorry, I'm just catching up. Olaf Jansen's story to Inner Earth is interesting. Olaf Jansen's, yeah, I heard vaguely about that. I'd have to go back and look into that. Ruth, thank you so much for being a member too, and for coming to the live streams. I love you for it. Thank you so much, guys. And to all new people that are here, thank you so much. But still, his diary is to find in the net. Admiral Byrd, very well said. Kurt, exactly. It doesn't mean because they say there's going to be an alien invasion, that there will be. It doesn't mean there won't be. And it's not because I said that his son, which his son did confirm that that was in the diary. I didn't see the diary myself. So yes, absolutely have to take it with a grain of salt, everything. Greetings, Earthlings. Anika, thank you. Before I get off here, guys, really appreciate you all coming down. I may as well scroll to the bottom. What the hell? Okay, there was a lot more people than I thought, guys. I'm so sorry about that. Marcelo. Hey, muchas gracias. Thanks, my friend. I do that sometimes. I could be wrong also. We'll be presenting on secret societies on my channel. Jason John Swartz, my brother, says live at 1 p.m. Eastern. At 1 p.m. Eastern. So not today, obviously, because we're past the 1. So, and for all of you who just found me on the internet, and to the 600 people watching right now, if you're curious about learning about my family and who we really are, the Swartz, just go check out my brother and give his channel a look. That's all I'm asking. I've heard they're playing. Thanks, Jason, for coming by. I am Kai says I've heard they're playing catch up on Disclosure because of what's coming. I think so too. Yes, and there's a shitstorm a coming, guys. A lot of you know that. There's definitely the shitstorm coming. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for taking the time to stop by the channel. It is 3 o'clock, almost 3 o'clock, a few moments away. I love you all. Thanks for taking the time to subscribe to the channel. And hopefully the ones that did will remain here. And also, and that it's real subscribers that came to the channel. Tatum Vision, Rod R, everyone, Gabber Beast, my brother. Thanks everybody for stopping by the channel, to the mods, contributors, and everyone. Please, a big thank you. You leave a thank you in the comment section to all the new people that came here. There's going to be a lot of interacting in the community. We're open-minded. Mods, be very careful not to block anyone. Warn them first. I noticed a lot of you do that. But if somebody just, is doing just the bad several times, then we can block them. But in general here, we don't get many trolls. We have an amazing community. The trolls are in hiding here. I'll talk to you all very soon. I love you guys so very much. Thanks for everything. Thanks for making this channel what it is. And I'll see you all at 8 o'clock. So right now it's going to hit 3 o'clock. In 5 hours, I'll be back on. I will look at more news and more stuff. And often during these live streams, so far for the past few months, I always have a video, long or short, to present for you. So Sharon, I got here at the end. Listen, I appreciate it. Sorry, I'm getting off. If you're on in 5 hours, depending on your time change, I am going to come back. But Sharon, thanks always for coming back and checking out the channel. Tatum Vision, everybody, Anika, love you. Thank you very much, guys. Bye-bye for now.